target is I can write equations in slope-intercept form given a graph, and we want to look at some different types of lines. So we began talking about slope-intercept form, which is y is equal to mx plus b. Sorry, my computer's being a little slow. Where m is your slope and b is your y-intercept. So remember, b is where you begin graphing, slope is your rise over run. And if we have a vertical line, you only have an x. For a horizontal line, you only have a y in your equation. So let's get looking at a few of these lines. Remember, the two pieces you have to find are slope and y-intercept, unless it's horizontal or vertical. So we're going to use this CUDA worksheet, and the first one happens to be a vertical line. So if it's a vertical line, I know that my equation will be an x equals, and you want to find out what point it goes through. So on my graph, we're passing through the point x is equal to 1, that x-intercept, so that becomes your equation. As simple as that, x equals 1. For number 8, you have a horizontal line. And remember, horizontal lines have a slope of 0, so they only have a y value. And it happens to be whatever your y-intercept is. In this case, we are passing through 4. So my equation is just y is equal to 4. For the next one, we have a slanted line, so we're going to have to find a slope and a y-intercept. So the first thing I want to do is find where I'm crossing the y-axis. That happens to be at 0, 0. So my b value is going to be 0. Next, I would like to find my rise over run, or my slope. So I'm going to label 2 points that are crossing at an even point in the places. Looks like the origin and then all the way to the end. And then I'm going to create that right angle box. Down and to the right, or you could go to the right and down. We have moved for a rise down 2 spaces, so that would be a -2 as a direction. And for our run, we're going to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is a positive direction, or right is positive direction, so 5 is a positive number. Once you've identified those two things, you can create your equation. Y is equal to -2/5 x plus 0. Now you don't really need plus 0. That's sort of unnecessary because plus 0 is adding nothing. And remember to check yourself when you're finished. If you have a decreasing line, your slope should be negative. And we definitely have a decreasing line. Let's look at one more here, number 10. First, identify your y-intercept, in this case, +2, and then find your slope from 2 even points. So I'm going to make my right angle. I went up 1 space, and to the right 4 spaces. So my b is a 2, and my slope is up 1, to the right 4. Both positive numbers. Since my line is increasing, my slope should be positive. So we get y is equal to 1/4 x plus 2. Simple as that.